I'm stupid. Apologize. I was certain that I unmuted that, but I guess I wasn't. I'm 0 for 2 today. Nothing's moving? Nah, man, it's holiday. It's holiday. I'll tell you one thing that's moving in the right direction, the temperature. It was 14 degrees 2 days ago. Today's supposed to be high of 48. Tomorrow, high of 58. The day after that, high of 64. I am pumped. I can't tell if it's the weather or if I've got malaria, the way I'm having these temperature swings. Or I may be going through menopause. I'm unsure. 25,585 dropping. Jabroni pause. I love it. Gold is using this as support. That is a good qualified indication that we are good and good here. Daily gold met done for the day and the year. Can't wait for an awesome 2026. Happy New Year to you and your familia. You as well, Damien. I appreciate your constant input and your progress. And you are a beacon of hope in an otherwise hard career field. So well done on you. Well done on you. Look, my daughter just 3D printed this for me on her 3D printer and handed it to me. I'm a proud daddy. I'll have to show y'all. I'm a proud daddy. I'm putting that on my keychain, baby. On my keychain. She knows me. NASDAQ still rolling over, still holding the trend line. You see them still rolling the trend line. Tori Trades would be proud. She would love this stuff. Allegedly. We have put buying, call selling right now. Put buying, call selling right now. It appears NASDAQ wants to grab this liquidity at 568 at the moment. They can't really catch a bid here. Looks like they want to go for that 568 right there. There's liquidity there. We have options are breaking down. The price action is breaking down. And they keep on slipping. Time keeps on slipping, slipping. Ooh, bottom weight. Gold's falling. NASDAQ still defending the trend line. The main liquidity on the book here is 570. It's not a lot. It's only 22 lots, but I mean, it's there. And the price action just cannot do much. Ooh, piece of candy. Volume's coming in. Watch the volume. There's not a lot going on here. We don't have to be crazy. Silver's getting wrecked with a capital R. Do not say she is 5. No, she's not 5. She is 10. She's just like me. She's a mini-me. A lot of call, sell, and put buying here. My little girl's also 10. It's an incredible age. It's an incredible age. Every year has been even better than the last. Like I always think like I want her to stay this age, but every year is better than the last. So, yeah. Hey, more liquidity down to 25,525. You see that? They're shifting liquidity lower and lower. It's not a lot, but you know, like I said, it's there. You have to play the market they give you. ES just put on a crap ton of liquidity, and that is an official term, 69.20. If you go into Investopedia.com and look up crap ton, it'll be defined as a large quantity where traders salivate. 69.20 right here. 920 lots on the S&P ES. There's been 2 large insider purchases on Nike in the past week. Maybe keep an eye on Nike, see if that's going to do something. I'm being very patient today because I know what's going to happen this week, this afternoon. They're going to put on a nice little shenanigan move this afternoon. I'm looking forward to it. Mine's 38 years old now. I miss my baby girl. Oh, man. Yeah, I can imagine. I'm not looking forward to the day where she's out. NASDAQ still holding this range. ES, if they were to drop, it's only 3 more points down. That would give us a new low of the day if they were to grab this liquidity right here. 3 more points. Three more points, baby. $69.23 ES is there. Not a lot going on. Silver's still falling. I wouldn't touch silver. Look, silver's coming down to their low of the day. We may have an opportunity here. We will see. We will see. Right there. Watch for volume. Watch for volume. $5.85. What's the put wall today? Right now it is 60. Oh, that's the long-term put. 6,900 is. Now the macro stuff is that way down, but I'm not. It's comical to even discuss that. But 6,900 right now is the main base. SPX right now is under it, so they're playing a little defense. I do think they'll reclaim it today, all things considered. So yeah. I wanted to say a big thank you for all your selflessness during the year and always offering great value. You're one of the real ones. Happy New Year. Oh, thanks, PH. Appreciate you. I don't know how to say that, but thank you. Hope you as well have a happy New Year and a fantastic 2026 for you and your family. And I appreciate you hanging out with us and the kind words. Price action is incredibly boring right now. I don't think it'll be this boring the rest of the day. I think they're going to put on an interesting move into the afternoon. So stay tuned after these messages from our sponsors. Silver is touching low of the day. We put on a high volume bottom wick. We have a 3C on the 1 minute, on the 5 minute. You need a little bit higher, although, you know, whatever. Do your thing. We have 1.05 billion calls sold. We have 793 million puts purchased, so a very bearish options chain. They almost filled this liquidity at 69.20, and they removed it. So they didn't fill it, but they removed it. However, price action already touched it, 69.20 right there. They just gave a little tap-tap-a-roo on ES. So there you go. We have a trend line on ES that should bring us back down to 17 or so. NASDAQ is not joining the little bitty mini sell on ES yet. Would you pay attention to the silver trend line around 71? Let's take a look. Are you talking about this one here? That trend line? Yeah, 100%. Again, I'm not a trend line trader. I don't play them. I don't, you know, I'm aware of them, but I don't make decisions off of them. So my thing is just the 3Cs. But I always like to exploit patterns when I see them right here. They bet to fully retrace their Christmas Eve pump. Hey, you're tier 2 now. What the weekly brief say, baby? By the way, welcome to joining the tier 2 crew. How about, I think this weekend is when we're going to do it. How about Sunday night? Sunday night we're going to do the tier 2 call. That's the only real time I have to do it. I think it's a good time. And then we'll go back to our normal Thursday meetings. So yeah, my thesis was that either this week or next week they're going to undo every penny of whatever green that we had last week. And we already undid last week. Last week's completely gone. Now all that's left is the week before, which is only 2 days worth of green. So, not to mention we rejected that main trend line. ES both coming down. NASDAQ's coming down. 69.18. I think 69.17. Oh, look, ES is getting wrecked. And then the pivot will be 13.50 on ES, right there on the ES. NASDAQ is not joining in the sell-off. We have a tremendous amount of put buy call selling. Look at that. There you go. A lot of option chains that are very, very bearish. So thanks for sharing your knowledge. I learned a lot from you and the 3Cs. Happy New Year from Puerto Rico. Nice. Thanks, Xavier. Appreciate you, buddy. Happy New Year to you as well. My grandmother's homeland, Puerto Rico. So on that 3C silver, do you close in this event? Let's take a look. Well, right now it's still putting in a 3C. It hasn't failed yet. It's got a hold over the high of that candle, which is 71.82. If it can close 71.82 or whatever you decide to do, 71.82 is your decision making to go long. And if it does go long, you've got the first target of 72.47. If it takes out that, not only are you going to get 73.27, but you're going to get, you know, a very hefty profit. ES and NASDAQ are both downshifting. Can't catch a bid for nothing. For nothing. Looks like NASDAQ's about to slip a little lower. Gold big volume. Yeah, gold's still chilling. We had a first 3C. Quick move down. Now it's recapturing the same level. Bouncing back up. There's not a lot going on here, so don't get too excited about much. If you want to take some risk and make some money, silver is your best bet. This is very, very slow. Slow grinds can be easily undone very quickly. So that's why you have to be very, very sensitive to volume today. Of course I buy calls at the bottom and it drops more. Well, that means, Nomad, that it's not the bottom. So you need to catch the right side of the V. Remember, your job as a trader is not to buy the bottom, it's to buy after the bottom's formed. You don't have a crystal ball. You have the 3 C's. And the 3 C's will tell you when the bottom is formed. I'm done for the day, going to the gym. Nice, Dan. What you hitting a day? What body part you hitting a day? $25,571. So a nice 50K giveaway. I've already given away all my 50K accounts, so we'll do another one here next month when they give me a fresh batch of accounts to give away. Red's coming off here, 25,590, 570. They're still defining the trend line here, but yeah, there you go. ES is plunging lower, 67 or 69.17. We have liquidity down to 15 now. We have these pivots down here if you look. So the first target is going to be 13.25. The next is 69.08.5 and dropping. So we have some structure coming in on NASDAQ, and I think they are going to do something here. Back up. Back up. I love it, baby. I love it. Look at that. 69.16 and going. Is this a shakeout or is this going? They're coming down to major support. This is a pretty hefty day. Pretty hefty day. Look at that. Boom. Boom. No volume. Heavy, heavy put buying, call selling. Heavy. Put buying, call selling. No bounce yet. Nope. No 3 C's, no bounce. We don't even have a volume spike on this move. Do we have it on the 1 minute? We do on the 1 minute. But on the 5 minute, nothing, of course. We're very early. We got 4 minutes left for the 5 minute candle. So, nice AR, well done. Coming into support, there's no 3C long, so you remain short biased until it changes. 69.14 getting wrecked. Getting wrecked. Going down. Gold, still holding. Silver, still selling off. NASDAQ and ES both getting wrecked. Now we could take this crap off. Broke it, coming on down. We have the overnight pivot. We just took that out. Next on deck, heck, NASDAQ don't have nothing until 450. Straight down. Incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. Silver's down, NASDAQ's down, ES is down, no volume. Right here, top wick. $69.15, I love it. I just took a couple of losses, 3C failures, MNQ entry 626 and MES 69. I wondered how you protect yourself from them. Why didn't you take either of those trades with your macro rollover thesis? Let's see. MNQ and MES 69.27. Because nothing for me gave me the indication that I want to go long. I couldn't see any real capture of higher prices. Everything was very wicky and slow. Plus, we had no real volume. So, I mean, again, it could have just been my thesis that the market's very choppy. I'm not looking for playing much. I think so much so is that I'm focused so much on the afternoon of something this afternoon. Everything's getting wrecked. Look at this. 25.47, 69.15. $69.15.16. They closed out some puts there. I mean, obviously it's a supportive measure here, but there's still not a lot going on here. Not a lot going on. The market's still just doing its thing. 69.15. We have a little bit of volume coming in right here, but they're holding down at 15. NASDAQ is putting on a decent little green. ES is holding this this week's low here. We have VIX. What's VIX doing? Man, it's still plunging. 69.14. VIX is still rocket ships coming up. Nicely done. NASDAQ put on a high volume candle with a very small bottom wick. ES, pretty high volume, but no bottom wick, and still going. So, is this going to be the bottom? Yet to be determined. We don't know yet. We don't know yet. You need 3 C's. Volume is coming in more and more on this candle. On the 1 minute, we had a high volume spike. We need, I would probably say 18 to go long. There's just not a lot of support here. Still shifting lower. We have a little bit of liquidity coming up to 35, but not a lot. Can you get a 3C? Algorithms will have to catch up on options. Yep. And they keep on trying to buy back some calls, but there's no appetite for 0DT call buying yet. It's just all down, baby. 69.15.25 ES still dropping. There goes a little bit of move on. Nope, that failed back over. NASDAQ. I thought NASDAQ was going to take off there, but nope. You need the 3 C's, baby. They gonna make something happen or what? Is that goal regulation size or what? I'm telling y'all, man, this is going to be a fun afternoon. Be patient. Be patient. Just wait. 3 C's. We'll treat you right. First time here. I love this live trading. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. Do you do this every day? Yes, I do. Yes, I do, Leonard. I do it every day. I would like to join. You have a great voice, too. I've heard that before. Thank you. I was a military pilot for 13 years, so yeah, I've kind of refined the over the radio voice. But Happy New Year as well. If you want to sign up, you can go to theoptionsmillionaire.com. And you can pick, there's 2 different ways to join, $25 a month. You can come hang out with us every day. I stream every day. I do this every day. Post analysis and amongst other stuff. But I appreciate you. 3 C's are not too good for trending days, at least with me. I love ranging days. No, they're good. It's just, you know, you have to realize that 3 C's is just a tool. That tool is only as useful as the person using that tool. So it depends on your thesis too. If you've got a very much an upside thesis, then you may miss the initial red, and that's fine. You know, I'm typically playing red moves. I like playing red moves. I do think macro, the charts are very bearish. Macro, I think we're in a distribution phase. It's just today's current session, I am looking for a strong 3C into the afternoon. So not to mention we had this big, beautiful open move and then this slow grind, which I don't like playing slow grinds, and now we have this little bit quicker move. So I mean, yeah, I didn't take as many good trades as I should have. True, but that's that's trading. Does my military experience help me with trading at all? Well, that could be kind of a chicken before the egg conversation. I think, there's certain type of people join the military. There's a lot of military people that are traders and other risky type, career paths with finances. But yeah, I mean, I think it's helped me. Sure. ES dropping or bouncing. NASDAQ bouncing right off 69.1325. Silver trying to make a move. What y'all think? All right, sorry about that. I had to pause real quick. I'll be joining maybe 2026 will be my best trading year yet. I love it, Leonard. I appreciate you. I look forward to having you. Let me know if I can help in any way. If you do decide to sign up, shoot me a DM. I'll make sure that everything is working and right. We're in the middle of a website change, so. What you got there, Craig? 69.18. Yep, that's the level across right now. Let's go to the 5 actually. 5 we need, yeah. So this is your 3C higher high. Right now there is no V. There's no higher high yet. We have volume, we have small wick, but they need 68. There, 68, 69.18.5. If you go back and look, we have 13.25 right here. This is that liquidity there. And then we have 69.08. This is the easy stuff. This is the prior levels. So We're coming into last week's lows, which is a very pivotal point. If the bulls are going to defend, it's going to be right here. If not, then we're in for a very long bearish day. Keep a close eye. They just closed 500 million puts right now. They sold 500 million puts right there. Interesting. Shorts getting absorbed. Well, just keep an eye. You know, we have to look for the change of character in the market. Is it going to be buying the dip or selling the rip? Right now, it's selling the rips. If they sell this one back off, they'll probably have to come down to last week's low, which is about 08.5 on ES, and regather inventory. Try to think critically. And you know, that's why the 3 C's are great. Right now, it looks like we're in this little trendy, and they need to break the trend by bouncing. We do have the volume to do it. NASDAQ has the volume to do it. So, you know, the bags are packed. Tickets are purchased. It's time to send them home. And we'll see. Just be patient. Silver. Still selling. All right. 1.38 billion calls sold, 945 million puts purchased. But that is leveled out. Nope, I don't want to do that. NASDAQ, I'm trying to see where they're changing the order flow at here. Right now, they're still holding. We have a little bit down to 525. We might see another little roll before a bounce. I don't know. There's not a lot to go off of here. Volume is very light. Liquidity is very light. The options are kind of stagnant after a bearish move this morning. And we have this SR flip. NASDAQ needs this SR flip, which is the low of the day, the morning low, by the way. The morning low right now is sitting right here at 570. So right side of the V is the concept if you want to play a bounce. Nothing until then. They're starting to gather here. It could be the right side of the V concept, but we need 6918.5. Watching for the first time, good info. What's your name? My name is Andrew. I run the Options Millionaire community. Yeah, so what's up? Appreciate you hanging out with us. Feel free to ask any questions you got. $69.17.75 here. We're trying to get a little bit of a bounce. Can we get it? We need a higher high. Starting to go. They're buying back some calls, selling back some puts. We have 69.20. We're just waiting for the right side of the V. Right side of the V, if you're unaware of the concept, if you're a buyer trying to buy, you want to capture an entry somewhere here. That's where you want to enter. You do not want to enter here. This is where you catch falling knives. This is where gamblers live. Waiting for the market to show when it's going to bounce is the hallmark of a good quality trade. And all it does is require patience. Pleasure to meet you. I'm watching the charts and have you run in the background. Your voice is soothing. Man, that's got to be a record. That's like 3 people tell me I have great voices today. I appreciate you. Thank you. The wife gets to hear this voice every day. This is a disgusting day. The bull trap. There's no bullish setup. Nope, there's no bullish setup yet. In my opinion, there's going to be a bounce this afternoon. But, gotta wait. Gotta wait. Use that voice to count down the new year for us. Definitely. What's the must knows for starting your first TPT account? Anything you or others found out the hard way? Sure, there's a couple of gotchas there, as all prop firms got. The biggest thing with TPT, in my opinion, which TPT is the best out there, it doesn't get any better than TPT, is they have the trailing drawdown on unrealized profits. So you have to be careful with that. It demands small position sizing and it demands consistent entry. But if you can get over that, it is incredibly rewarding. A couple other things is that you can't trade major news. So CPI, non-farm payroll, FOMC. You cannot trade 1 minute before or 1 minute after those data posts, but you could trade before or after those times. So be aware of that, otherwise you'll blow the account. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it. Everything else is just rock and roll, baby. They have uncapped, no hassle daily payouts. So you could take out money every single day, and it's yours. No hassle. They don't require any kind of video footage of your trades or anything else like that. They don't hassle you. I've taken more payouts than I can count over the past 6 months, and I've never once questioned any one of them. So they're a fantastic, fantastic prop firm. Right now they're running a special 40% off, plus you get a free funded account. So once you pass your eval, that is your only cost. So go do it. It's good stuff. OMTPT code. Do you see that S&P is trying to get over the 69.18 level? Once it does, we'll see if we could start the grind. Look at the options. The options are starting to go a little bit bullish, a little bit, at least trend in that direction. The intro to your podcast is great. Thank you. I had a lot of fun with that podcast intro. I might change it eventually to make it a little bit more like professional, but so far I'm having fun with it. Yeah. What is a TPT account? TPT is a prop firm. It stands for Take Profit Trader. It is a prop firm that allows you to sign up for an evaluation account, which is anywhere between $100 to $150, depending on which one you choose. And then you pass that evaluation account, and you're provided with a trading account that you can make money off of. It's called a funded account, which means you make whatever profits you make, they pay to you. So it's a very common thing nowadays for retail traders who don't have a lot of capital. They'll get one of these accounts, and they'll be able to make a little bit of money. Oh, yeah. How do you get one? You go to www.takeprofittrader.com. You'll go there, you'll sign up. Here, I'll give you the link to it. So choose whatever valuation you want to do, and then if you go in, when it comes time to pay, you see at the top right, it'll ask you for a promotion code, and you put in OMTPT, and you'll get 40% off your account. 40%, so it's good stuff right there. If I have opened a position during the news, will it be flattened? I don't know. I've never done it. I don't know if it'll be flattened. I do know, though, you'll fail the account. 1 minute before or 1 minute after. All right, S&P is finally starting to come along here. Can it close 6918.5? They do have some put selling call buying here, not a lot. Size says it can't be reached. Did I type it in wrong? There we go. There's the right side of the V coming, baby. Here comes the right side of the V. There you go. Try that. Here we go. Starting to come along, baby. Yeah. All right. So your first target. I mean, you can ladder. You could stair step into targets here. You know, we've got target galore. Nope, I don't want to do that. We have a target-rich environment here. Here. Let's make these different colors to stand out. Let's make them. I'm feeling fancy. Let's do pink. We have that one. We have that one. We have we have the morning high right here. Morning high is right here. You have the 50% Fibonacci, which you could plot out here, which is right in the middle of 69.30. But there's your higher high of 6918.5. It's good stuff. Appreciate y'all. All right. We just filled 69.21 liquidity. That's a nice little 6-point bounce on ES. NASDAQ put on about a 30-point bounce. Fantastic. We have a confirmed 3C now. This is a 3C on the 5-minute. Let's see if it'll hold. If it closes back under 6918.5 on ES, that'll negate the 3C, and you need to make a decision either to stay in or liquidate positions or roll your stop up. All right. So they are selling puts here. You see this? We have gone from 1.3 billion in puts to 540 million in puts. So they've closed out quite a few. We have a little bit of liquidity coming on, most of which right here is 69.30. We have 15 and 12, but obviously we're not really ready to launch yet. Can you explain the 3 C's? I forgot. Yep, 3 C's stand for 3 criteria. It's my system. First criteria is volume. The second criteria is wick. In this case, we're looking for a buyer's wick if you want to go long. Bottom wick. Third criteria is price action. Follow through. Right side of the V. So if this does bounce and start to go, these little lines here is what you need to focus on for targets. And be aware that there's liquidity at each one of those levels. So if we climb up to 29, you can anticipate some sort of rejection. 37 the same thing, 47 the same thing, and then the Mac Daddy of all is going to be the overnight high right here at 51. If we are fortunate enough to get a bounce that high. Now, of course, you know, that's 30 points up. That's a big move considering today's session. I don't know if they'll do that, but if, those will be our targets that you need to be aware of. Right now, it's using 18.5 as support. So that is a decent qualifier for a bullish move. They popped above 18.5, they rolled back over, and now they're using it as support. Prior resistance, new support is supportive. It's bullish. Just one step at a time, one step at a time. Why not Discord today? Copy. There we go, 69.21 coming along. Can we get a move up? Does that make sense, trader? They are buying puts, selling, or buying calls. They're selling puts and buying calls. The option chain is looking a little bit more bullish here. Look at this. I'm telling you, man. They do wonky stuff on days like today. End of quarter, end of year, JP Morgan collar roll. I would not be surprised to see them V-recover every cent of this. I don't know if they will, of course. I don't know. But if they did it, today's the type of day they're going to do it. What y'all think? We're going or not? Can we do it? We have liquidity here at 590 NASDAQ. They're going to try to eat. We've got 3 minutes to London close. We have 69.30, 69.15 liquidity. We've already broken trend. We have high volume 3C, all confirmed. And going. Oh, it's already been brought. I bought one SPY call strike, 684127 YOLO. Nice, Anthony. We're at 69.22. Not only have we recaptured, not only have we captured a higher high on ES of 69.18.5, but we also recaptured the morning low. The morning low is a pivotal level. It's this thin red line right here. See See that thin red line? That is the morning low, the first hour low. You take this first 60 minutes of the session, you plot the high price, you plot the low price. And if we recapture that, that tells you the bears have at least temporarily failed. And now the bulls have recaptured. And yeah, they're going to start eating into the range. Can we do it, though? We have a lot of call, buying, put, selling at the moment. I think eventually we're going to have an outlier green candle here. There we go. We're trying to get up there. Be cautious of short-dated options, though, because this move is so slow, it's eating, theta is munching on your positions. Munch, munch, munch like Pac-Man. So just be aware. If you're using short-dated options, you're going to have to fight theta, the theta monster. I love it. I love it. All right, 69.23. We're starting to come up here. That's a 10-point bounce. We're going well. We have recaptured the morning low. We've recaptured the higher high. Things are shaking and baking. We have SPY just hit 66.85 and coming along. I love it. Still going. Can we get a big old green candle in a rally to undo all of this? Nice, Anthony. Well done, buddy. Well done. All right, that is 11:30 Eastern Time. I have to call it a day. I get 1 hour for Bookmap, and that culminates our hour together. And it culminates our year together. So I appreciate every one of you all who joined the Discord, who hang out with on YouTube, who hangs out with us on Bookmap. That is our wrap. That is a wrap on the year. So the markets are closed tomorrow. I won't be on, obviously. You won't be able to hear my soothing voice tomorrow. And we'll be back Friday for another beautiful year of 2026. It's going to be the best one yet. So I appreciate y'all. Let me know if you have any questions. If you like what you see, hit like and subscribe so you get notifications for future content and our future live streams. Other than that, I'll see you next Wednesday for another Bookmap session, or Friday for a session in the Options Millionaire server. Until next time, I love you. Happy New Year. I'm out. See ya.